Hey you guys, it's Koei. Um, I've been pretty stressed and depressed lately. So, um, I did vlog a little bit, but I think I'll upload it when I feel a bit up to it. I have to edit it a little bit, um, but I just haven't felt up to posting or editing videos right now, so this is just gonna be a one take and unedited, so I won't have to try to convince myself to do it or push myself to do it. Um, the stress from the move is really starting to settle in. I'm starting to have like really bad migraines every day, just about. I'm getting really depressed. I'm beating myself up for like silly stuff that I normally do, like my social interactions with people, or feeling like I'm not good enough, um, not good enough for the kindness that people are showing me. Um, and uh, I kind of just broke down to my mom today. Um, and sorry. Um, I feel like I haven't been very appreciative of the support my parents have given me, and other people have shown me. I mean, I do appreciate it, but I feel like sometimes my actions don't reflect that, or my words don't reflect that, and I have a lot more love and kindness in my life than a lot of people have. And I'm really grateful. And I told my mom today that I just said thank you. You know, I was I have been worried. I've been really worried about moving and securing the apartment, and uh, my buddy Jesse has been helping me secure my apartment and like walk me through the process, and there's some unconventional things going on for the apartment complex that I applied for, and like they don't take the security deposit right away. Sorry if you hear my friends in the background. My roommates and my friend are over for D&D night. Uh, but there's some They didn't ask for the security deposit until the day of move-in, um, which is unusual. Um, and it's only a $200 deposit, based on credit and whatnot. So, um, but I've been calling this place I've called this place like 11 times so far, and they haven't been rude to me. They haven't been nasty to me. They haven't hung up on me. They have just been answering all of my questions, and anytime I ask them about something, they've given me the information, and I've signed the lease, and I'm going to have it executed when the leasing manager comes in next week. They're going to sign it. So um, I think I feel fairly confident that once the lease is executed, that I have a legally binding contract so that they can't back out. And if they do, I would have to find a lawyer and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like if they really wanted to like take a piss out of me or something, or like take advantage of me, they probably would have like taken my money ahead of time, right? Um, Unless they just wanted the application fees and the admin fee. It's like, I don't know. That's kind of my logic. Um, but like, I'm just, it's scary because you don't know if someone's really going to take advantage of you until you get there, and then it's too late. But I know that if I was put into a situation where I become homeless or something, that I would get out of it as quickly as possible, because I would not want to stay there. I wouldn't be able to. My husband and I and my puppy would not be able to live in our car for very long. So, um, I would do everything in my power to get out of that kind of a situation. But in my gut, I feel like this is a good place to start. We only have a 10-month lease, so in case something does happen, or like we don't like the place, that we're not staying a whole year. And the reviews are really good on Google and whatnot. But just that unknown is a bit scary sometimes. But I'm pretty confident, since we signed the lease, that it should be okay. Um, and I've kind of been slowly, very slowly, chipping away at giving away things, and I feel like we've kind of halted on selling things, because it's a task, just to, get on Facebook Marketplace and then wait for somebody to say something, and then meet up with somebody and hand them off something, and it's a process. I brought the jewelry that I made to work. I brought all the jewelry that they've made so far that I have on hand, and I asked my coworkers if they wanted to donate $20 and grab a piece of jewelry or whatnot. And I think I picked the busiest day, though, because none of them were able to come down, and do that. But I, I'd like to get rid of some of the things that I've made, so I'm not hauling it with me as well. And I'm just accepting like a $20 donation on anything that I've made, because at this point I'm not too concerned with getting my time's worth or whatnot that I've spent on each piece, just anything, helps towards the move, and, getting new furniture once we get there. Because as of right now, my husband's going to be like sitting on the floor with his work equipment, and I don't want him to do that for very long. It's going to be pretty painful. So, but my sister just offered to stop by and help me sort through things, and I appreciate her so much. She's been so kind to me. Just everybody's been so kind to me and showing up for me, and my pal Bunny Cakes is really pushing for her boss to welcome me into their company, and I applied for a transfer to another Macy's in case I don't get that job. I don't think I'd like to continue to go to Macy's because of the hours, the lack of hours, and face-to-face customer interaction for me is quite difficult. I'm like a very introverted person. I don't really talk to people very often. I'm trying more lately to reach out to my friends and check in on them and say hello. But it's difficult for me to like push myself to do that sometimes. I'm really hoping that'll change once I go to Vegas. I'm hoping to gain more social stamina, become less awkward during my conversations with people, and just work on bettering myself socially. It's just, it's a lot going on. I spoke with my therapist yesterday, and he said that it's normal to be so stressed about, moving out of state. Just moving is stressful, and moving so like across the country, is a big deal. So he said to make sure that I keep my mind, when I'm anxious, to make sure that it's based in reality and to not blow things out of proportion. But I'm not really sure how to stave off like the physical part that comes with it, I'm just getting ambiently, it just feels like an ambient stress level at this point, not any particular thoughts are driving my stress, besides like the self kind of deprecation and self-hatred, the from my depression and stuff. Like, I've always had a problem with not loving myself and not feeling good enough to have love in my life. And it's just so difficult for me to feel worthy of the support that I'm receiving. So I guess I might be feeling kind of guilty for, receiving all this love. Like I don't deserve it, or, I don't know. But, someone I know donated the rest of the Macy's North Star Fund total that I needed, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate their support. I'm sorry. This means a lot, because that's another $500 on top. Like, actually $1,000. Macy's will match it. It's gonna be $1,000 toward my move. So that meant a lot to me. I'm sorry. I've been breaking down a lot. Um, I know that this is the right decision, but it's scary. Leaving my friends, leaving my family. I'm gonna miss them. But I want to come back at least twice a year to visit everybody. And I said goodbye to my father-in-law yesterday, and my sister-in-law, and I started crying on the way home. Just it just the words of my father-in-law are ringing in my head, of him saying, "I love you with all my heart." I wanted to thank you guys on YouTube for being so kind and supportive and leaving me such sweet comments, even though I feel like I don't deserve them sometimes. I really appreciate it. and you help me feel less alone. I have this weird feeling of feeling alone when I know I'm not. I've just been trying to I feel like I've gotten into this cycle where I try talking to people and then I stop because I feel like I piss people off or I'm too awkward or I'm cumbersome. And I hope you know that I don't mean to be, and that I appreciate you listening to me and speaking to me. And I know that this journey is going to be really healing for me. I know I've been needing to leave this state for a long time. And just when I was beginning to accept that this state is very beautiful, um, and there's so much to offer here. And I have so much more than a lot of people that I know. That I feel like I have to leave because of the laws. But I know it'll be okay. I'm just scared sometimes of cracking again. I never want to go back. I never want to go back to how sad I was in 2016. I never want to be bedridden for months or years again. It hurts so much. And I can't afford to. I literally won't be able to afford, like, bills. If I do that. Because we're going to be living on our own for the first time ever. Anyways, I'll stop. I'll stop lamenting. I just want you to know that I appreciate you. And I feel very privileged. And thank you for being so kind to me and supporting me, and for all of your donations and your time and your energy, and for reaching out to me, and for meeting up with me before I go. And I hope to repay your kindness tenfold, because you deserve it too. And I want to pay back that kindness that you've shown me. And I hope to show you how happy I can be and how happy I'm going to be. So I love you. And I'll see you again soon. Alright, bye. Brought in my jewelry for some of my coworkers to look around and make a donation if they like something.